Ever feel like you're just invisible? Like your ideas and efforts vanish into thin air? This is Sam's story. He's trapped in a grey suit, lost in a world that doesn't seem to see him. Watch how one brave moment changes everything, and discover how you too can break free from feeling unseen and find your voice. Sam arrived before dawn, another day cloaked in the anonymity of his grey suit. He walked through the bustling office, a shadow among vibrant noise, hoping today would be different. But deep down, he knew it wouldn't. The open-plan office buzzed, a cacophony of voices that swallowed Sam whole. He moved like a ghost, unseen, unheard. His desk was his island, a small space in a sea of noise. Each day, Sam meticulously completed his tasks, reports flawless and spreadsheets perfect. Yet his efforts seemed to vanish into thin air, unacknowledged, unappreciated. He felt like a machine, not a person. Meetings were his nightmare. His ideas, carefully thought out, were lost in the clamour of stronger voices. He tried to speak but was always interrupted, dismissed. His boss's eyes slid past him, as though he were invisible. Sam felt a pang of despair, the familiar sting of being unseen. Was he truly not there? Another colleague would rephrase his suggestions and receive all the praise. Sam watched, his heart sinking, as his ideas were stolen and celebrated by someone else. The invisibility clung to him, a heavy cloak of anxiety that followed him home. He felt like a ghost in his own life. He longed for recognition, for just one moment when someone would truly see his worth. Just a flicker of acknowledgement would be enough. One day, Sam stumbled upon a solution, a breakthrough that could save the company months of trouble. An idea so brilliant, it might just get him noticed. For a week, he meticulously prepared his proposal, crafting a clear and concise plan. He rehearsed his words, his heart pounding with anticipation. The weekly meeting loomed ahead, a daunting mix of hope and dread. He clutched his proposal, his hands trembling slightly. The meeting began. The usual chorus of voices buzzing around him. He waited, his heart thundering, for his moment to speak. Then the topic shifted, the very problem his plan could solve. This was his chance, his opportunity to be seen. He opened his mouth, ready to speak, but Mark, the loud sales executive, cut in with a joke. Sam's heart sank. Laughter erupted, drowning out Sam's words. The moment slipped away, and the cloak of invisibility tightened once more. His instinct was to retreat, to disappear back into silence, but a spark of frustration ignited, stronger than his fear. Taking a slow breath, Sam surprised himself. He interrupted Mark, his voice steadier than he thought possible. "Actually, Mark," Sam said, "I've run the numbers on that." The room fell silent, all eyes turning toward him. For a terrifying moment, Sam's mind screamed to retreat, but he stood his ground. Then he spoke. Calmly, clearly, he laid out his plan, step by step. When he finished, the room was silent. Then his boss spoke, finally seeing him. "Sam, that's excellent. Why haven't we heard this before?" His boss's words were a validation he had craved. Sam didn't transform overnight. but he had shattered the spell of invisibility. His ideas were no longer lost in the background. He was finally seen, heard, acknowledged. Not just as a worker in a grey suit, but as a person with a voice worth hearing. He had become more than just the man in the grey suit. In that small victory, Sam found courage to step out of the shadows, a little more each day. Knowing that being seen begins with believing you're worth seeing. He learned to see himself as valuable. And with that belief, Sam finally found his voice, breaking free from the grey. He began to feel like himself. The grey suit no longer defined him, but it reminded him of the strength he found within himself. He embraced his uniqueness. From then on, Sam continued to shine, never forgetting the power of his own voice. He learned to love who he truly was.